Hello, beloved poets, and welcome to Chaos Magic. Here at Chaos Magic, we are free to express ourselves freely, but within the constraints of that there's no hate speech. Other than that, do as you would will. And typically, with our format, we would do one original and one cover, but that's not a mandatory thing. But it's just a fun little thing that separates us from the pack here at Chaos Magic. The tonight's list has been posted on the meeting chat, and if there are any changes that need to be done, whether it be you being removed from the list or you needing to be bumped up, please hit me up, and I'll be able to do my magic through the chaos. Anyway, let's get ready for a wonderful evening of wonderful action here tonight. On deck, we have Joski C, but stepping up to the plates, leading off. Please give it up for Richard Spizak. Take it away when you are ready, my man.
Thank you, my friends. Thank you very much. An honor to be with you. Our thoughts and our love go out to Brother Gustav. He was so kind to me when I was hospitalized and sent me a lot of good words, so I do the same right back to him. I'm going to open up with one of my favorite rock poets, and I'm going to dare myself to sing a little a cappella, so hopefully I won't offend your ears, as the old saying goes, too much. This is an excerpt I'm going to do of his Mohammed Radio. Everybody's listless, they got no place to go. Someone's always trying to tell them something they already know. So their anger and resentment flow. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's Radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's Radio. You know the sheriff's got his problems too. He will surely take them out on you. In walks the village idiot, and his face is all aglow. He's been up all night listening to Mohammed's Radio. Don't it make you wanna rock and roll all night long? Mohammed's Radio. I heard somebody singing sweet and soulful on the radio, Mohammed's Radio. Thank you, my friends, to Gustav and to our brother Warren, who also, Warren left us a little early, but that's just what we humans think. And now I'll read you a little something. This is a little political tribute, if you will. This is called, and this with a nod to the Supreme Court, of course, absolute immunity. Such raging impunity beyond Emperor Charlemagne's sympathetic congruity as he sits and occasionally shits on his golden throne, flying from Mar-a-Lago to Bangor, Maine. Old King John hoped for such similar largesse, but who's surprised that Drummond caused exactly and precisely this kind of mess? He announced from the very beginning he only likes elections when he's guaranteed winning. He announced to a paid group of actors he'd cashier the Constitution. It just wasn't a factor. Promoting lawlessness, you've seen his criminal cronies. He'll strip the justice system right down to the bare bonies. He announced he's constrained by no actual law. He can do any crime, steal anything he saw. Not only will people let it pass, he thinks no more of killing a human being than passing some gas. The ancient paradigm how to contain the royals. Not only do they do what they want, if there's anything left, they'll steal all the spoils. He's prepared to commit any crime because he's been selected and he thinks it's his time. And his sons and his daughters are simply biding their time. They expect his throne will fall into their hands unless we continue to vote, and democracy foils their plans. Absolute immunity. Thank you, my friends. Thank you so much.
At this time, please, everybody unmute and give it up for
Richard.
Richard.
Let's go, Rick!
Nicely done.
Good.
Old revolutionary spirit.
Oh, I love that. Hey, your voice is great, man. That was so cool.
Yeah. Terrific.
All right. Moving on with the list on deck, we have Whisper Poets, but at this time, please give it up for Joski C. Take it away when you're ready.
Coming through?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Bill, you're coming through also, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. So, thank you for having me. And so, I keep thinking of my friend Gustav, and you know how he likes to say, "Let's make some good trouble." Not in our name. Thunder without rain, not in our name. Can't wash away these stains, not in our name. A choir of moms heard between the bombs, not in our name. Bombs replace the rain, not in our names. All the children slain, not in our names. Funeral pyre, wailing choirs refrain, not in our name. Who's to blame? The pilot or the plane? Who's to blame for bombs that feel no shame? Who's to blame? And who will pay the tax the reaper claims? Not in not in our name. Though they try to hide, not in our name. These scenes of genocide, not in our name. Funeral pyre, a wailing choir's refrain, ashes in the flames, not in our name. Who's to blame? The pilot or the plane? Who's to blame for bombs that feel no shame? Who's to blame? And who will pay the tax the reaper claims? Not in our name.
Nicely done, Joski.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
Great song.
Beautiful. I love the chords in that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Cool.
We can move on, or I can do one more. You know.
I was going to let you go ahead and do one more. It's always nice to hear you perform here. So,
Thank
with
you
that
so
said,
much.
encore.
Okay. So this song, I'm playing this song because it also reminds me of Gustav. And this is an important, how important it is for us to vote, especially now, especially right now. Vote. Whoa. It's been a while though, so please excuse me for, I got to recall up the lyrics a little bit.
Yeah.
Vote if you love yourself. Vote if you love anyone else. It's time to make changes. Open up the cages. Vote. It's the time to vote. It's time for us to choose. Vote for the ages. Open up the cages. Free the children. Jail Donald Trump. We are all migrants traveling through time, hoping to build something kind. Vote for our rainbow skin. Vote for your melanin. It's time to make changes. Open up the cages. Vote if you love this earth. Vote 'cause we all have worth. To make changes, open up the cages, free the children, jail Donald Trump. We are all migrants traveling through time, hoping to build something kind. Vote for a woman's choice. Vote 'cause we need your voice. Time for the ages. Open up the cages. Let the children play. It'll be a brighter day. Free the children, jail Donald Trump.
Everybody, please unmute and give it up for Joski C.
Nicely done, Josie.
Well done. Gustav would love that.
Nice, very nice, very nice.
Good.
Always an awesome time hearing you perform here, and we're looking forward to be hearing you Friday nights on Open Minds for our tribute concerts to the Magus Casa Salas. We're gonna be doing a healing concerts and an open mic right afterwards. There'll be more details along the way this week, so please stay tuned to Instagram. But we're gonna be doing our best to produce as big of of a positive high energy frequency right to the Megas. So please join us in this very Zoom room, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it'll be an unforgettable night.
What's the latest on Gustav? How's he doing?
The latest, currently he's still unconscious. He's still intubated. However, they are trying a new antibiotic for him, so we'll just have to wait and see. It's just right now the uncomfortable waiting game. But we here are trying to produce as much high spirits as we can, and we just hope to create that nice ball of energy that he needs. So again, please join us here in the Zoom room, 7 p.m. this Friday, and let's create some magic together as well.
Word.
But one more time, give it up for Joski C.
Hey, Josie.
Yeah.
On deck, we have Bill Elkins, but stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Whisper Poets.
Hey.
Thank you, guys. So, Gustav and I spent a lot of time on Instagram in the middle of the night, just shooting the breeze. And for those of you who don't know, Gustav is a lover of flowers, the smokable kind. So I am going to sing with Brandy Clark. You don't want me to sing by myself, but I'll sing with her. So let's see if we can hear the music. If y'all can hear, if you can't hear the music, I'll just do poetry. But if you can hear the music, I'm going to sing with her. So let me know if you can hear this. Yes? No? Yes? Okay. So this is Get High by Brandy Clark. This is for you, Gustav. She hates her job and loves her kids. Bored with her husband, tired of the same old list of things to do. So when the to-dos have all been done, she sits down at the kitchen table and rolls herself a fat one. Smoke so sweet fills the air. She maybe ought to crack a window. All she can do is stare at the pain that's been her peeling off of the walls. A couple of tokes and her troubles don't seem all that tall. But you know life will let you down. Love will leave you lonely. Sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. She laughs out loud at who she used to be. The girl who looked down on a woman smoking weed in her kitchen. Sometimes she misses them younger days, seeing the world through rose-colored glasses instead of this purple haze. 'Cause you know life will let you down. Love will leave you lonely. Sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. Lay it through. So she tucks her kids in at night, kisses her husband, turns off the light and talks to God. Says, Lord, help me accept what I can't change. But till I learn to do that, thanks for the Mary Jane. 'Cause you know life will let you down. Love's gonna leave you lonely. Sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. Yeah, sometimes the only way to get by is to get high. All right.
Wait, you have a nice singing voice.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
nice singing voice.
Thank you.
Should sing more often.
Well, you know,
Beautiful.
stranger things have happened.
You ever do karaoke?
I don't know. We can talk about that another time.
That was wonderful.
So, thank you so much. So, I was just in New York City, and my cousin lives up there. And so, got there on Thursday night. Didn't get to see Paul Skiff, but that's another subject. But got there Thursday night, and my cousin and I went out to eat Mexican food. And he's always been more like my brother. And it's that thing, you know, when you have your favorite relative and you haven't seen them a long time, and you just connect and vibe and talk and just drink too much and have a great time and laugh. And so that's what this poem about. This is called Cashmere and Tequila. My head is pounding, this pounding in my head. A penny for thoughts and a pound of cure is too little too late, because I don't measure in ounces anymore. Don't offer me a penny when my thoughts burn like this. Pay me a quarter and I'll blow my nose instead, because I'm a little stuffy in this dry air apartment. You marinated in my snoring and I slept like the dead on your couch, Coombe 72nd Street bed, where cool white walls ease my eyes into sunshine. I need to rise and shine and pound pavement, but my head, thank God for that painting to blanket the staccato hammer's effect from that cafe of confessions. One more glass of that Jalisco lemonade, that truth serum we imbibed. The evening, a cool velvet. It lay gently upon us as we strolled and laughed, like a shawl made from angel's breath. I will always remember the tequila and cashmere of last night.
Everybody, unmute yourselves and give it up for Whisper Poet.
Thank you, guys.
Pour another round.
Whisper.
Oh, I love
Let's
that.
go.
That shawl.
All right. Moving on with our list. On deck, we got Paul Skiff, but coming up next, please give it up for Bill Elkins.
Let's go,
Take it.
Bill.
You're muted.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right. Anyway, first song I'd like to do is cover written by Phil Oakes, entitled Changes. And then my second will be an original. Hope you like this. Do-do-do, do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. La 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 la. Sit by my side, come as close as the air, sharing a memory of gray, and wonder in my words, and dream about the pictures that I play of changes. Green leaves of summer turn red in the fall. To brown and to yellow they fade, and then they have to die, trapped within the circle time parade of changes. Scenes of my young years were warm in my mind. Visions of shadows that chime, till one day I returned and found they were the victims of the vines of changing. The world swimming madly, it drifts in the dark, swings through a hollow of haze, a race around the stars, a journey through the universe ablaze with changes. La 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 la. La 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 la. Moments of magic will glow in the night. Our fears of the forest are gone, but when the moment breaks, they're swept away by golden drops of dawn, of changes. Passions will part to a strange melody, as fires will sometimes burn cold, like petals in the wind. We're puppets to the silver strings of souls, of changes. Your tear will be trembling now here somewhere else. One last cup of wine we will pour. I'll kiss you one more time and leave you on the rolling river shore of changes. So sit by my side, come as close as the air, sharing a memory of gray, and wonder in my words, and dream about the pictures that I play of changes. Okay, thank you everybody. I'll do my original. It's called Kareem. Hope you like it. Sweet lady from Salinas, my brown-eyed cornelian queen, my love for you is boundless. I'm so goddamn thankful you love me. You saved me from oblivion, you're my angel in the night. You Pepsi generation, me Coke Classic unite. I pray I never lose you, because life would become empty and dark. Kareem. Kareem. My barefoot senorita, you enchant me with your luminescent smile. You fill my world with sunshine and captivate me with your style. You challenge me in my thinking, make me laugh when I'm forlorn. You tease me when I'm too serious and chide me when I'm glum. You're inexorably a part of me, and I appreciate you so, Kareem. When I look into your eyes, I tread where I ought not dare. You completely overwhelm me with your mystical, penetrating stare. You see what I'm thinking and think what I see. You rescue me from my wasteland when you reach out to me. You're my refuge in the desert, my harbor in the storm. Kareem, Kareem. You're my Juliet, you're my lover, and my best friend. When we kiss and hold each other, I rival Shakespeare with a pen. Our hearts beat together like an earthquake marking time. We become entangled in a carnal nursery rhyme. I want to live with you forever and love you forevermore. Kareem. Oh, Kareem. Kareem. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody unmutes and give it up for Bill Elkins.
Hey, Bill, I love that tune.
Yeah, Bill.
Very
Awesome.
nice. Very nice,
Yeah.
Bill. Very nice.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Before we move on, I just want to quickly ask you, Bill, would you like to be a part of Friday night's show for the Megas? Awesome.
I certainly would.
And I'm gonna be shooting for musicians to do no more than 3 songs a piece, so that we can have room for the open mic right afterwards. But I
Sure.
feel like there's something about the number 3. There's something magical about it. So I'm gonna put you down.
And what time does that begin Friday?
We'll start no later than 7:15. We'll have the room open at 6:45. Just kind of get people gathered in,
So
and
that's 4:15 Pacific time.
yes,
Okay.
yes, 4:15 Pacific.
Thanks. Be glad to. Be a privilege.
Thank you. I'm gonna try to keep people on page when I try to get a better idea of the lineup for the musical side of things. But until then, let's give it up one more time for Bill Elkins.
Bill.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Always a
All
pleasure.
right.
4:15.
On deck, we have Generalissimo, but it's coming up now. Please give it up for the incomparable Paul Skiff. When you are ready, take it away, my man.
Okay. Nice to be here with everybody. Let me just get this poem up. The title of this is Lowy Side of Balm. I guess before I begin, I also just want to echo what people have been saying, just to manifest Gustav through invoking his name. And it's not good for me to hear he's still not conscious, because that's a lot of days to be under. But then that's just me being selfish, and maybe it is Gustav's just on a long, slow ride back out to the universe. And if that's the case, then I give thanks. He's not consciously suffering. Loicidal balm. For conflicted, stumbling, injurious days, Loicida streets concoct curative moments, coax antidote smile upon downcast face as anonymous whim of balance tickle balm from oblivion. Smile and street formulate no plan, our involuntary junction, a when where idle time drifts, delinquent, untouchable chance, which has no possessor but decides without thought, spontaneous. As body recognizes equilibrium when portions tantalize gravity, so weight becomes, maybe it will not, when maybe it will. This fateful tug and teeter is how street becomes curative with tip into uncertainty, a startle, this raucous switch where all hurt is occupied by distraction, loses grip. The last summer firefly, exhausted, bumbles, low in purple park, dusk, supernatural spark, throb of light actually alive, both fragile and menacingly impossible, like adolescent sunflower sprung up between cracked pavement. Its ambition to thrive is joy twist juicy with proliferating stoic madness, juxtaposes wild rhetoric of why not upon how vulnerable human certainty is when what is seen beats belief into the mind, jostled by a permanence bluff. Bleakness of the corner now floats away as a lost balloon whose choice of direction ascends on same randomness that ignites neighborhood profits transition off this world, departure scorch, leaving on street ardor of freshly painted mural, celebratory homage, for profit's exemplary refusal of prosperity, her choice to live life as a poet kneeling at Loisida's hems, a reverence you could only understand as how July thunderstorm draws a person up to the roof, hallowed witness of a force that can sweep us away, lightning flash. Eyes of the prophet, still wet paint on walls, red bricks, sear vision with arrival, at permanence she planted to root in the hearts of all of us who listen. We, a corner on Revelation's triangle, that wall is now also metaphysical on an orbit as tattoo, a third eye inked into shape of planet Saturn, suddenly touchable, rescued from unhuman distance by solar spirit who knows his place was never here among us in our vast misrecognition. What other streets but Loisida's would shelter and cherish the planet Saturn to be balanced upon them in the flesh, tattooed between two eyes. Before found, balance is piragua, a raspao, shaved ice in August sun, only here for wavering moment, shaved ice whose nemesis, dry patch on back of tongue, is path over which smile is licked into arrival as chance will be, with no plan and easily invoked by the day neighbors made effigies personifying their happiness, then let a mirth parade through the street to their chance, the 5-minute lifespan of a shaved ice. Balance cannot be thought of. Only the body can locate balance. Your toes, your spine are more wise than your brain. Falling hard is a possible future that has always led you to balance. It arrives like smiles happen by chance. Chance is where all smiles come from, and the street bulges with chance. Inhabit balance like a place, then follow the street to your smile.
At this time, please give it up for Paul Skiff.
Wow.
Yes. Oh,
Whoa.
ooh,
Excellent.
amazing.
Hot damn.
Always such a journey.
Wow.
Very surreal, beautifully surreal.
I love that.
All right. Continuing on with the open mic here. On deck, we got Parkalian, but stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Generalissimo. Please unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Okay, thank you. This is called How to Pick a Perfect Watermelon. When I was a kid in Mobile, Alabama, Mom would drive us 4 miles west of the city line out to the small rural town of Sims. Pickup trucks lined the side of the road selling watermelon corn in jars of honey with chewy honeycombs suspended in the golden viscous nectar. When she bought a jar of honey, which was a very rare occasion, my brother Paul and I couldn't wait to get home to chew on a chunk of honeycomb. Those sojourns to country roads were always about the watermelons, specifically sugar babies. As sweet as candy, these little dark green stripeless edible bowling balls with ruby red interiors were southern delicacies. The men who parked their trucks on those sweltering summer days would often have sample melons they'd cut a plug from for the city folk waiting in line to get a taste. Every once in a while, the proprietor would pull a straw from a broom, place the straw on a melon, and if it whirled round and round, then we know the melon was ripe and ready to eat. Not that they weren't anyways. The melon would be placed on the bottom shelf of the fridge to keep it cold till after supper. Dad would make burgers grilled with sliced onion in the center of the patty, topped with black Magick, a blackening spice blend made for beef and pork that could only be gotten at the Penny Profit, my great uncle Reuben's butcher counter grocery store on Julia Street in Montgomery. In 1935, when Uncle Reuben was searching for a location, when he found the storefront on Julia Street, he considered it a sign from God because he was married to Aunt Julia. Mom always made either carrot raisin salad or a slaw, which was dressed with jerky sandwich spread and slaw dressing, a southern pantry staple. Dad would put buns in the oven directly on the oven grates with a damp paper towel on top. This method would both steam and toast the buns. We had special kosher dill pickles bought from a Jewish deli in Atlanta. We always had all the fixings, the pickles, lettuce, and juicy red tomatoes. My brother Paul would swirl mustard and ketchup on his to create makeshift barbecue sauce, while I was a mustard-only guy, and my oldest brother Alan used both mustard and mayo. If cheese was part of the burger, Dad would place a slice of Swiss on the burger for a couple of minutes on the grill. If we were lucky, Mom also bought some corn from the watermelon truck. Of course, my mother's sons were forced to shuck the husks and brush the silks from the ear of corn. They'd be boiled, then stabbed with corn holders that looked like corn cobs. Then we slather butter and sprinkle salt and or pepper on the corn before having added as an appetizer to our burgers and slaw. And of course, fresh brewed Louisiana brand iced tea or Coca-Cola to drink because Pepsi is a sin in the South. Then came the sugar babies with ice cold, ruby red, juicy, crispy interiors. that Mom expertly sliced with knife skill speed that would put Bobby Flay to shame. Eating a slice of sugar baby required wearing a napkin as a bib so the sweet juices wouldn't permanently stain my shirt. It was always the best part of the meal. It was the perfect palate cleanser that primed our taste buds to remind us future similar summer suppers were in the near future. Thank you.
That is such an amazing slice of personal history. It's so beautiful. And can I just say that the word slather is one of the best words in the English language? I love that word.
It's a very underrated word.
Yeah, someday, somewhere, somehow, I want to get slathered. That's awesome.
Oh man, one more time. Please give it up for Generalissimo.
Wonderful work, Brian.
Generalissimo. Beautiful.
Yeah, my tongue felt like it was on a tour of all those tastes.
All right, here we go. Moving on with the show here. On deck, we got Nemo soon, but stepping up to the plate now. Please give it up for Parkalian. A mutant. Take it away when you're ready.
All right. Thank you so much, Trey, and everyone here. Great stuff tonight. Thought I'd start with a cover that's called Retina by Peter Halstead. The walls are dark here as the sky. Nothing to distinguish eye from eye. A sea of swimming shapeless night, kept from the coordinates of light. We break worlds up in rods and cones, like children playing games with stones. And yet the scenes that miss division are the very souls of vision. The darkened tunnels of the nerves, where the slightest innuendo serves the mind, however, needs its zones to make a note from semitones. And suddenly in the roiling black, the gods of geometry attack, rolling off the wooden storm to leave on stage a rosy form. The brain's remembrance of the window frame, an object now without a name, stripped of curtains, room and view, like a pool without the blue. But nonetheless, our bedroom window, no matter how incognito, as if the mind's real aim in seeing isn't quite the same as ours, amassing figures like confetti that aren't real but Giacometti, as if to say the heart of looking could be art. But let the cells manipulate, the objects always come out straight. Even random bits of floating white are exactly copied on the right. While corners of the screen contain that dancing background of gray rain, as if the reticules of memory were the underpinnings of a tree, which without its ordered braille might be very like a whale, the way computers cannot place the bitmap of a human face, because what gives us each a soul is mathematically quite droll. Human nature needs a border to rescue insight from disorder, the way Magick needs a bright cravat to pull a rabbit from a hat. And this is from a while, obviously, because computers are starting to learn how to recognize faces better. So I thought that might lead into this poem, recent poem of mine about my recent experience. It's called Retinal Rearrangement. My retina was wrenched from its original recess. particular masses just roiling around till smothered by oil injected by doctors to wrangle it back to its regular range. My head hanging down to keep the oil floating against the back of my battered eye, and muscles adjust to the silicone buckle designed to keep the errant sphere in line with its original shape. As visions that make it into the depths, the weeping that drips from my watering eye cleave closer to truth but are still distorted by swirling patterns of light. And thank you very much.
At this time, please give it up for Parkillian.
Great read, man. Great read. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'll put a link in the chat for my word art in case anybody wants to see it.
Please do. Oh, we got one more. Wonderful. Nice. All right. Thank you again, Parkillian. We're gonna be wrapping up this shindig soon. We got a handful of poets to go. With that said, on deck we have Kazi Kaz. But stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Nemo Soom. Unmute and take it away.
Let's go.
Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. Gustav and I like to talk music. So I'm really excited about Friday. But tonight I'd like to read a poem by Leonard Cohen, and then a poem of mine that I wrote based on the title of my favorite Nick Cave song. So first, the Leonard Cohen piece. This is Going Home. I love to speak with Leonard. He's a sportsman and a shepherd. He's a lazy bastard living in a suit. But he does say what I tell him, even though it isn't welcome. He just doesn't have the freedom to refuse. He will speak these words of wisdom like a sage, a man of vision, though he knows he's really nothing but the brief elaboration of a tube. Going home without my sorrow, going home sometime tomorrow, going home to where it's better than before, going home without my burden, going home behind the curtain, going home without the costume that I wore. He wants to write a love song, an anthem of forgiving, a manual of living with defeat, a cry above the suffering, a sacrifice recovering, but it isn't what I need him to complete. I want to make him certain that he doesn't have a burden, that he doesn't need a vision, that he only has permission to do my instant bidding, which is to say what I have told him to repeat. Going home without my sorrow, going home sometime tomorrow, going home to where it's better than before, going home without my burden, going home behind the curtain, going home without the costume that I wore. I love to speak with Leonard. He's a sportsman and a shepherd. He's a lazy bastard living in a suit.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome read, Nemo. Awesome read.
That was amazing. Wow. Wow. Ooh. Yes.
Home without my sorrows.
Thank you. I'm an enormous Leonard Cohen fan, and he was too. I know that there are others on the Zoom right now that are. So the second piece I'm going to read is my own. but it is based on the title of Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds song, Let the Bells Ring. Mr. Grief left his card for next time. Now that the path is clear and the pain ain't so bad anymore. The smell of lightning rises from the ashes now that the house is burned to the ground. The peals of thunder are barely audible as the storm crawls away. So let the bells ring. Blows landed did their damage, but the pounding's done. Black eyes and broken hearts, there's still rage in this ragged man. Holding on to ropes to stay standing, but I was never strong. This fighter doesn't get to fall. So let the bell ring. Feeling damned made death's dance seductive until putting my shoulder down pushed the dark back enough to get the words out. But demon songs still echo in my ears no matter how much I heal. So let hell ring. I've had my bell rung, been stung, flung. I've fallen, but I never had wings. Always too far from heaven to be heard, but still spitting scripture like some devil's son. So let the muse sing. May these verses resonate. May they give you fuel to fight. Maybe we can spend what we have left feeling less alone. Healing hearts, grabbing hands, listening. I'm listening. I'm still listening. So let the bells ring. I love you, Gustav. I can't wait for you to be back with us.
At this time, please give it up for Nemo Sum, everybody.
That was breathtaking,
Good
man.
Nemo.
That was
Breathtaking.
so beautiful.
That really was, wow,
Oh man.
wow.
This is the energy that we need for Friday night.
That was fantastic, man. That
Thank
was
you.
everything. That was everything, Nemo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Whew. All right. That's that. We're gonna continue on with the open mic. One more time, please give it up for Nemo Sum.
Yeah, yeah,
On
yeah.
on deck we have Marianne Tetzba. Please at this time, please give it up for Kazi Kaz. When you are ready, unmute and take it away.
Hello, everyone. I'm not even gonna ask how everyone's doing. Magus. We're sending you all of our love, man. Please come to us. Stay with us, man. We need you. We need you. Word up. Word up. Okay. I have a really small cover. It's a poem by Langston Hughes titled Dreams. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow. Poem. So it was a really short piece. I warned you. All right.
It's a beautiful short piece.
It is. I thought so too, though. Yes, thank you.
Awesome read, Kazi. Awesome.
Thank you. I myself have been going through a whirlwind of things. So whereas before I was able to finish 3 poems in a week, this poem that I'm about to perform for y'all is the only poem that I've been able to complete in the last 2 months. So that tells you where my mind's at. But I'm here. I'm still here and breathing, so I'm gonna still keep spitting poetry and writing. This one is fairly new shit, and this one is titled eloquent tears. Some of y'all may have heard it a few nights ago when I spit it for the first time. When a newborn cries, it's because of all of the lies it's been told before its first breath even arrives. And when the children sing, it's because of all of the pain they're still trying to hide, that still stings, resonates, and forever resides in the ringing of their ears as it scornfully thrives to keep every possible fear ever known to man alive until every human that exists ultimately dies. I wonder, did Adam reprimand Cain for having slain Abel? Or was Cain enabled by Adam and Eve getting it on in the stable at the time? At the time of my brother's keeper's horrendously heinous crime, meant to ultimately define the ultimate design of this and every single other forcefully designed and irrevocably maligned civilization within the systematically broken state of mankind. I've come to unfortunately find my way to the bottom of an inordinately unkind truth, which I inevitably had to search for and comb with a fine tooth. I do, however, wonder why the weeping willows wept. What was it that could have caused them to so uncontrollably cry such an unfortunately unholy lullaby as I reveled in the slumber in which I so peacefully slept? And my dreams, they have nightmares of waking up in the midst of falling. They cry out in the middle of the night, but no one can seem to ever hear them calling. It's like the greatest fears have fallen on the silent cries and deaf ears of all of the tears that continue to keep falling. I'm in a highly fragile state of mind at this very delicate point in time during this heroically stoic voyage of mine, in which hopefully I can poetically open the closed eyes of the more than regrettably and hopelessly blind. Fortunately for the world, my intestinal fortitude forces me to keep on going and keep trying. So it's not like I have any other choice in this divine melting pot of a celestially misaligned concoction cosmically designed to quiet the power of my voice to the adoption of evil's universal design. I swear this poem's on the verge of making me start crying. Honestly, I'm not lying. Every day my tears continue to keep steadily applying the pressure, which ends up resulting in me ultimately defying the signs of the times tables, which I've been silently unable to define in these unjust and harshly unstable times. Like the fables of history. But see, my spirit has spoken, confirming that my heart has been shattered more times than it's ever been broken. So I gotta remain smoking and stay open to the idea that hope can always be revoked and sent away on a boat floating from here all the way to Hoboken. So I'm gonna definitely need some tokens for the toll it's been taking on my heart that has been breaking. But no matter what, I still know that I can never relinquish hoping. Thank you.
Everybody, unmute yourselves and show some love for Kazi Kaz, everybody. Yeah.
Ozzy. Wow.
Ozzy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, y'all.
You just never fail to blow minds, man. It's always fresh, new, and amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. I try to keep it coming. I try to keep the fire of love coming, you know?
Yeah.
Got that going.
Feel like I could really feel the longing in that piece.
Mm, thank you. I'm glad you did, because I was trying to get that out. There is a lot of pain in there, you know, and I did my best to get it out in the words, in these words. So I'm glad you felt that.
And I wish nothing but the best of you, because I try to keep up with you amongst things that are going on my end, but I just really hope that you do persevere and show the past what's up. So yeah, let's keep this train rolling. Let's get this, yeah, let's get pumped up, everybody. And one more time, give it up for Kazi Kaz.
Ozzy.
All right. All right, we're down to 3 more poets left on tonight's list here, so let's just delve right into it. On deck, we got MT Paridi, but stepping up to the plate now, please give it up for Marianne Teft. Yeah, unmute and take it away when you are ready.
Thank you so much, Dre. Thank you, poet friends. Whisper, nice to see everybody. Kaz, it's great to follow in that fabulous stream of yours. Great to have you back. And for you, Gustav, because I know you are hearing us somehow, here's the family. And as you can see, we kind of got the chaos covered, but we definitely need you right back here with your special kind of magic. So until we see you very, very soon. Tonight, I'd like to start with a little poem of mine called Tangerine Sunshine. If you peer closely into the lagoon, you must see it is anything but blue, or better, it is everything and blue. There is a bit of the green that shaded us when we were young and our promises too. There are the rose petals that unfolded as you raised your arms for the bouquet, and there is the mauve that burdened our conclusions in our final months and days. Yet, woven into the undulating surface of the water, frozen gray like love that seeks a fireside in winter, threads of hazy tangerine sunshine whose flavor lingers on the tongue where golden kisses left their indelible scent. And tonight I'd like to cover Mary Oliver's Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert, repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Tell me about despair, yours, and I will tell you mine. Meanwhile, the world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the river. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clean blue air, are heading home again. Wherever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination, calls to you like the wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Thank you, everyone.
Please at this time unmute and show some love for Marianne Tefts. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing pieces. Amazing read.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes.
Love your work. Ooh.
I know. I
Always a
know.
pleasant time hearing your
Oh,
words and the words of
oh,
others coming out of your
oh.
mouth. Definitely.
Mm.
All right. Here we go. One more time, give up for Marianne Tefts. We're almost done here.
Marianne. So beautiful. Love
We
your
got
voice,
but
guys.
2 performers left. I'm on deck, but at this time, please give it up for MT Paridi. Take it away when you're ready, my man.
What's up, y'all? MC Paridi here. And in the spirit of Gustav the Magus, I'm going to, of course, do a cover to start. And this is from a little magazine that I produce called The Scene. This is the February issue because it's a monthly magazine. And I am going to read a poem by someone that I interviewed in this magazine because they host an open mic, a local open mic. And so that's one of the things we do is we interview local open mic hosts. So this is her poem. Her name is Brianna Cochia, and her poem is called Lilacs and Lilies. It's a summer poem. Lilacs and lilies, after long months of barren fields, fill my eyes. The summer breeze whispers right by into my ears, telling me tall tales of what used to be. Slowly, the trees begin engulfing me into the forest, filling each nook and cranny around with feelings of euphoria. Nostalgic notes of honeysuckle reach my lips as my mind drifts away. Familiar pheromones greet my nose, awakening every sense inside of me. Chemicals rush through synapses, making me become animated. One step forward, 2 steps. Marionette strings pull tightly on my body as one weak twig-like arm heads toward the nape of an old friend's neck. The fields are ahead of me. Lilacs and lilies are gone for a moment once again. Poem. So yeah, that's something that we produce every month. Check out the scene.life, little plug on Instagram and the web. And it's hyper local. So if you're not like on Long Island in New York, it might not interest you, but it is something that we're doing and it's pretty fun. But I will do one of my own now. This is something I collaborated with a dancer on this once. Where I performed it and they did a interpretive dance to it, which was amazing. You could find that on my Instagram at mtparidi. It's called Enough is Enough. And it ends on a more positive note, so it's more for Gustav, but here goes. A new embrace of hidden parts, shameful secrets and regrets. Might as well accept it all when they won't let you forget. Clean up on aisle me, you see. I bring us all together to mop the mess I made, behaved unruly as the weather. Acting out and acting up, but this is not an act. What's the use in punishment for all the things I lack? Banished for believing that I deserve a home, stranded and abandoned for feeling so alone. Please make up your goddamn mind. Too much or not enough? My brightness is the kind that blinds. My smooth is just too rough. Oh, so selfish, self-centered, yet lacking in self-care. Labels tossed, scattered about, they waft on winds unfair. You say it doesn't revolve around me while standing in the center of a universe, your own reality augmenter. Your gravity is dwarfing. How could I resist? How could I perceive another way to live? Of course I couldn't see myself up in the stars. You boxed me in and locked me up, life sentence behind bars. Enough is enough is enough is enough. I'm tired of your lies. You told me that the sun don't shine while denying me the skies. Convinced me that I'm going nuts, told me the gas light's on. And when I stopped to get more fuel, screeched tires, and you're gone. Revealing only what you lack, gatekeeping human needs, confining your compassion to quid pro quo duties. No more passing off the buck or casting off the blame. You made round holes that squares don't fit. No two pegs are the same. You want to see conformity without consideration. Diversity gets blown to bits, our own obliteration. So if, like me, you've had enough of never adding up, or too much and overflow like spilling from a cup, unclench the rage and balled up fists, embrace all that's inside. You only broke to let more in, so keep your arms out wide. Poem. Thank you.
Everybody unmute yourselves and please give it up for MT Paridi, everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brilliant read.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Beautiful and hopeful.
Thank you all.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for everybody taking a piece of their time tonight to come in, gather, share some love and poetry and some positive energy towards Magus's way. But before we close tonight, we have one more poet, and you're looking at him. So I guess at this time, please give it up for me. Let's see here. I'm gonna start off with a cover. When I first started going to open mics in 2012, one slam poet caught my eye, going by the name of Janice Mercer now. And one of the cool things that this writer delved into was like picturing superheroes trying to do mundane things. So here is a poem that's about the Hulk trying to do breakfast in a titled piece called In a Too Small Kitchen. Hulk open fridge. Fridge full of few things. Is eggs, is beans, is cheese, is milk. Fridge large, like Hulk. Hulk used tenderest touch to grab eggs. Hulk smash. Hulk try again. Hulk smash. Again. Hulk exhale, reaches for another egg. Hands too gentle to feel egg. More pressure. Hulk will smash. Hulk manages not to. Hulk tap egg on edge of bowl. Again too hard. Egg all over counter. Hulk almost smashes. Hulk take deep breath. Count to 10. Hulk gets next egg. With soft tapping shell, kisses porcelain, yolk and egg, while smooth yolk and whites slide smoothly into bowl. 2 eggs follow. Hulk adds milk to eggs just a splash. Hulk whisk. Whisk like a mighty green wind, eggs and milk poured into skillets. The yellow gold hisses in protest. Hulk can relate. Hulk add beans, squeezing the canned beans ooze mixing with the fluffing eggs. Cheese next with the deft pitching of Hulk fingers. Hulk crumbles the cheddar, not too much. Cheese overpower egg taste. Hulk like egg taste. And now the flip. Hulk careful. Hulk does not want to start over. Green eyes narrow. Brow furrowed. Hulk hands steady. Hulk flicks wrist. The golden circle flops over. Perfect. Flip. Hulk's arms are relaxing. With fluid grace, Hulk flips again. Back. Muscles loosen. Hulk's jaw unclenches. The last hissing on the skillet's a balloon leaking air. The eggs, beans, and cheese are slid onto a white china plate. A skinny man in 2 large purple pants carries the omelets to the kitchen table. Hikes up the torn, stretched trousers, sits. Bruce Banner enjoys his breakfast. Poem. All right. Now for the original piece. This is an older piece. Thank you. Once again, that was Janice Mercer. Now on to the original piece. I wrote this back in, I believe, 2013. Even back then, I started to do some reflecting, and at some point, I do want to do like an update of this. But here is revisiting a younger self. There you are, grabbing hold of that mutant boomerang of a video game controller, eyes glued to the radioactive gaming screen, thumbs resting firmly on the controller stick and A button, barrel rolling and blasting away at the forces of intergalactic evil in Star Fox 64. You're freaking out in joy like the honeycomb mascot because the controller is vibrating because of a new thing called a rumble pack attachments when all of a sudden it's 3:30 and you're not gonna miss Pokemon on the living room 32-inch Panasonic. So you rapid dash your way towards the living room couch, diving with TV remotes and cable box remotes in hands, spinning in exact 180 degrees midair with flair as you descend towards the lovely comfort. As you do, you simultaneously turn on both the TV and cable box with the channel already set. Nobody knows how cool of a kid you can be behind the social awkwardness. You'll have growing pains in puberty and therapy, but enough of that. You waited your entire day to watch Pokemon. This is the time of day you don't have to worry about trying to fit in. Your fourth grade class pretending to like you for one day and threw you in the dirt the next. This is the time of day you aren't the loneliest kid in recess, playing kickball by yourself's a drag. But later you'll later end up rounding up other rejects and shoot basketball every day in fifth grade. This is the time of day you don't think about your dad who will slip into a seemingly unbreakable depression, or all about how hard your mom is working to be able to sustain the family by herself, only to witness the statue of the woman rust away. But what can you do? You're 9 years old. You have some math, science, and language arts homework, but it can all wait. It can all wait. Just make sure you fit in that healthy dosage of visual serotonin into your system and have fun as you turn on, tune in, and drop out poem. Thank you. All right. And with that, that concludes another night of chaos magic. Oh, wait, hold up. Who's coming in?
That was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
That was wonderful. Yeah, you can't skip a little feedback session.
All right, in that case, one more time, give it up for me.
There you go, man.
I gotta try to have some more positive reinforcement in my life, I guess. Thank you everybody for sharing space, for sharing a part of your night and sharing part of yourself here on this platform. But before we go, I would like to do a little share screen of the upcoming events we have going on here on Open Minds, Open Mic. So let me just get this slideshow started. So tomorrow we got Hardy Artist with C. Santos, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, hosted by Whisper Poet. It's going to be a dope time. Friday, we got our special edition of Open Minds, Open Mic, a concert for healing for the Magus, Gust of Solace. We already have 4 confirmed acts, musical acts for this show already. So we're just going to try to gather as much support through our music talents, through our spoken word talents, and try to send the biggest frequency wave of positivity we can to our brother as he heals and fights for his life. So be here in the same very Zoom room, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 Pacific time. And also the following day, this Saturday on the Slam Jam, we got Kanto as our special guest coach. All performance artists are welcome, poets, musicians, comedians. We're here to have fun every Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And lastly, just to remind everybody, where to find Chaos Magic online. This is a spot every Monday night, 8 p.m. Let's rock it, everybody. And that said, that concludes another awesome, jam-packed episode of Chaos Magic. Until next time, everybody, keep writing and keep loving. Have a good night, y'all.
Thanks, everybody.